and the knee open wide. So if we bring the feet a little more forward, or you can maybe bring it back, that's your choice, right? And we sit tall. And you can use your hand to support. And we take a moment, stay right here. And we take deep inhale and slow, long exhale. And the feet into the midline, we inhale. And exhale. Slowly we fold forward. You can bring your hands down to the mat, or again, the block or the blanket is something that you can lean on. And in yin practice, we don't have to go to the highest one or you go to the maximum one. You can just go where you feel it. So we feel it is when we do it. Don't try so hard, right? Again, in yin practice, we will hold the pose about 3 minutes, sometimes up to 5 minutes. We need to get out, we get out. And we want to move when we want to get out of the pose, or we want to move when we go further. And when you set into your edge, just take a moment, turn it inward. See how it feels right now, on left and right. And if we noticing any discomfort at all, we get out of the pose. And we find the stillness. The breath is soft and deep. Check with your body. Can you release a little further? Or you may back out. And if your mind wander, you start thinking of leftover work or anything else, just invite you back to your breath. To invite you to sensation of your skin. You may feel hot, you may feel cold. Do 3 more cycles of your breath. And slowly means not fast, very slow, you come up. And yes, forward fold, we have a lot of flexion of our spine. Now just release we bring the feet forward, and you can bring your hand back behind to support, to allow your inner thigh relax. And you may just drop your knees side to side. So between 2 yin pose, we may have a little movement at we call yang. Don't have to be vigorous, just release. And we come back to center. Right? Just straight both legs forward, turn the toes up. Inhale. And exhale again, fold forward. Same things. You may be very tight at your hamstring. You may sit up a little taller, higher. And you're here already our forward fold, right? Up and lower body 90 degrees. Or same thing. You can find your edge. You bring your hand down. You may bring your arm, your forehead down eventually. We feel that we do it. Don't find a lot of sensation. can allow your feet, your leg muscle relax and it's heavy down. And this type of practice actually harder because we tend to move a lot. It's hard to stay still, hard to stay quiet. But encourage yourself, just give yourself 1 hour. Just give yourself a moment here to be present. Treat yourself well. Right? Again, I always say that if we not love ourselves, no one will. So we need to be the first, right? And any tightness at your shoulders, so we back out, we back out. You may find distraction of the noise, the voice, the sound. Bring awareness back to your breath. And noticing which part of your body move when you inhale, and which part of your body move when you exhale. And do 3 more cycles of the breath. And again, slowly come back up. And you bring your hands back behind and bend your knees, bring your feet flat on the mat. And you can stay here, roll the front of the chest open, you lift the chest up. And exhale, drop your knee over to one side. Just brings it out, don't have to be vigorous. And side to side, we call windshield wiper. And back to center, let's come lay on your belly. So we call Pigeon Pose. Lay down to your belly and the top of the feet down on the mat. Again, take a moment here when you find the front of the body on the mat. So the Pigeon Pose is the elbow under our shoulder. And optional, you may, if your back is very tight and you sit a lot, you may work on computer a lot, your back tight, you may even lay down all the way and turn your face on one side, right? You can stay here, that already a lot, right? Some of us can come up, the elbow under the shoulder. And just let it be a moment here. Yes, the front of the body, mount down, back, the front of the leg, the pelvis. And always, it's good, you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to do anything else. You can just close your eyes and enjoy this moment. Sometimes we really have to put it down, right? If we hold something, hold a strap a long time, it's a lot. We do have to push it down. It not make it less that you drop your responsibility, but just really give yourself time to reset. So here is one version of you put the reset button. Give yourself a few moments here. And yes, you may just choose stay right here, or if you want to go a little more further, we call seal pose. You put your hand down. Now you lift your elbow off the mat. Right, drop the shoulder down. And same thing, if your back say no, you listen to your body. And some of us keep the chest stay high, and you may find a little bit of the neck stretch. You tuck the chin down to the chest. And if none of this is good at all, we back out. Any tension at all. Front of the body melt down. Front of the leg. And when you hold a while, you feel that a lot, it's okay to drop your elbow back down, or even lay all the way down and turn your face to one side. Same thing, if your neck is get enough or already get tired, you can lift your head up, right, but the shoulder is down. We feel that we have to muscular our arm to hold, and that may a lot. Right? You don't need to muscular our muscle today. Three more cycles of the breath. And sometimes I talk faster than you move. You may take more time to get out the pose, or you may take more time to get into the pose. And gently bring your elbow all the way back down. And turn your face on one side, or you place your forehead on your hands and take a moment. And whenever you're ready, you bring your hand by the side. Your joy of down dog or child pose. Just 5 full breaths. And come back up. And let's find the sit again. Everyone sit on your mat, sit on both sit bone. Because shoelace pose. So in yin we do this a lot. So just straight your right leg forward. I'm not mirror you today. I'm do same side with you. Left knee over your right knee. So we accept outside our hip, right? The IT band outside of the hip, and more is connected tissue right at your hip joint. So you may just stay right here, or some of us will bend the right knee as well. So we call full shoelace pose. So knee start on the top of the knee, and yes, we may move the hip out and just find the room that both sit bone is heavy down to the mat. And when you feel like you lean onto one side, and yes, we may need the blanket to sit on. And take a moment to let it be and let it be. And more flexible friend, you may walk your feet a little bit forward. Right? Some of us may have to walk it back. Just take a moment. And if you have the block by your side, you take the block by the side and just leave it there. Now let's do the twist first. Again, I'm not mirror you. Twist to your left side. So we bring the right hand, left knee, and bring your left hand back behind. Usually we go right away to the deep twist, but today we do very small and a little. So some of us may have to use a hand here to support the twist. Right? And just let it be, let it be. Let the gravity do the work. You feel comfortable or close your eyes, just close your eyes. Find the stillness of your mind. Stillness of your breath. It does not mean that we not breathe, but we find the breath very smooth and subtle. When we inhale, we know that we inhale. See where the breath travels from. And when we exhale, we acknowledge we exhale. And yes, see where the breath travels to or from. And you may stay there or feel free to go deeper or feel free to get out the pose if we need. Right? Some of us may even grab that left arm around the back. And if we need that hand to support to sit tall, we bring that left hand back down. And gently release slowly. And for this, we keep the hip stay the same position, right? To just let the hip marinate to open the hip joint and connect the tissue. And we have to straighten the right leg out. Feel free to go for it. I will bring left hand out to the left. And yes, the block maybe become handy here for some of us. You can have your left hand on the block, right? Open the chest. So now we sit a lot, right? A lot of compression, the upper body down to the lower body. Now we will open the right side of the hip joint, right? You may stay here on the left hand, or you may bring your left forearm down to the block, or maybe the mat, right? And you go forward, you say, nope, this not work. We'll feel free to back out. Because we go to the point that we can't breathe and we irritate, that means we go too far. Right? That is ego. We not want to go there. And your right hand can be totally stay down, or somebody bring the right hand up. You can have the right hand up to the ceiling, that your pace, or you can bend your right elbow and bring your right hand to the back of the head, or some of us can support the left side of the head. And now I already see that I'm a little shaking. I say, no, this is too far for me. I lift my left elbow up, right? So I can stay here for 3 minutes. And if you feel one more vigorous, you can stretch the right arm. And if your neck gets tired, feel free to turn the head, look down instead of look to the side. And we all will look different. We not look the same. We have all different body. Someone tall, someone short. Have different tightness of the body, depend on how or what type of work we are. Or what type of work we do. Stay lower, stay lower. Just the right arm, we raise the right hand up. And bring your right hand all the way to the side. You can have the right hand there, or someone may grab the right arm around the back. You can drop your left ear down to your left shoulder. And really, really use that left hand or the forearm to support. Come up slow. All the way up. And take a moment here. Let your body time to feel. Lean back and do the leg. Bring your feet flat on the mat. This time you bring your hand back, or you can turn the finger out. If your wrist bother you, you can turn the finger back. Whatever works, right? You roll the front of the chest open and you just stay here, or you do windshield wiper, or sometimes I like to lift my buttock up to the tabletop. Just feel of them, right? Between two yin, we add in one yang and bring it back down. And come up for 3 more. If we do windshield wiper, you can continue doing that and back down. And back down. And we change side and come forward. Straight your left leg forward. Now right knee go over the left. Right knee go over the left. Knee stack on the top of the knee and feel outside of the hip, right? Some of us here already a lot. Same thing, we stay here, or we bend left knee as well. You may bring your feet towards your hip, and flexible body, you may bring your feet forward. Because shoelace, like we tie the shoe, right? And just take a moment and sit tall. See one side of the hip tighter than the other. Do you feel the knee very high? You may take a block to lay under to support, or you may sit up on something to give room for our knee, right? No pain here, again, no pain. You have to get out with not anything painful or discomfort. Just take a moment. When we already feel the sit bone heavy, we twist very slowly to the right side. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Feel free to close your eyes. You close the eyes, we see inward. See how we feels right now on left and right. And in yin, again, we hold 3 minutes up to 5 minutes sometimes. So when we get into our edge, what we do in it, instead we get bored, we wait for what next. You draw us inward at our meditation, right? See, maybe physically, emotionally, what can we let go? What can we let go, or what no longer serve our body, no longer serve our mind? The same way we do the yard. You want to water flower for the vegetable. You don't want to water weed or grass. Right? That the letting go part. And if we want to go further, you may go further. And some of us may use the right arm to wrap around for our right shoulder stretch. And keep your sit bone heavy. one heavy. So yin yoga, again, we work on connective tissue and the bone tissue. Just imagine like you use the brace to align your teeth. If you hold the brace a little longer period of time, you will have a better result. So in yin practice is same way. And slowly we release. Just observe your right and left. See how it feels. And when you're ready, you bring your right hand out to the right side and just block. Maybe we need to block, right? Block the right hand out far enough that your left sit bone still stay heavy. Turn the chest. Open. Feel on your left side of the hip, outside the hip. And we stay there, or when you're ready, you may bring the right forearm down. And bring the right forearm down, we see the left sit bone may come up. Say, no, this is too far. We may lift the right elbow up, right? So when is a good time to practice yin? Not really particular time that you choose to practice, but many instructor, teacher recommend we practice yoga, yin yoga, especially early in the morning. So other warmness of the muscle is not take the stretch further. Just at the first time in the morning is body tight, so that is the most honest one, right? And bring your left hand up. And you may just stay here to reach up to feel land on the left side, or you may love to bend your elbow and always choice. That is yoga practice. It's not the pose. We have option. We can choose what's best for us. And over time, you may feel your body open up. You may go further, or you may say, no, that's enough, we back out. And I repeat that a lot because yoga practice could hurt, right? If we go too far, yes, it's hurt. So in every kind of practice, every type of injury, when the body, the muscle, or the joint get hurt or damaged, we do have to let it rest, let it heal before we back to the practice. So don't push it. And we keep the upper body stay lower, just your left arm reach up. And sometimes may have to have the hands at the left side of the shoulder. Or if you feel stretching at your shoulder, you may bring your left arm by the side, or even you tuck your left arm behind your back. And use your right hand, your right forearm to support very slow, no rush, to come up. We did a lot of side body, let go flexion, so we bring the feet forward this time. Right. We turn the toes out, Your knee will be in line with your ankle. And you may stay here, or you may walk a little more forward. We call frog leg, right? It's like a frog. And we stay here, or same thing, you may bring your hand between your leg. And sometimes the knee may be very high, just not because we suck at all, just tight, right? So the inner thigh tight, this one will be high, eventually it's come. And some of us have a lot of external rotation of the hip, some of us have a lot of internal rotation of the hip. Don't rush, everyone just stay, eventually it's come. And you may just stay again on your hands that a lot, or you may come down to the forearm. Or some of us may eventually come all the way down to the belly. That may not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Right? Again, if you acknowledge any knee pain in the knee pain, it's just because we tight and the body muscle is like one piece of diving jacket, right? We tie this corner, it makes sense that other corner be poor. And sometimes we say, no, my knee pain, but maybe just because your feet, your toes pain. Sometimes you say your knee pain, but maybe your hips. Go to your edge. And we slowly come up. Come all the way up and use your hand to bring your knee back. So we go pigeon pose. So from here, when bring the hand back, and you just drop both knee over to your right side. Both knee to the right side. And bring it back, drop both knee to the left. And any of us have the knee injury or surgery, knee surgery or replacement, we may skip the pigeon pose. You may can stay here and cross your right ankle over your left knee, right? So there may be already a lot for your right side of the hip. You may just choose stay right here. Or some of us may go to pigeon pose, bring your right knee forward, and then you walk your left leg back. Right knee forward, yes. Spin, spin, spin your left hip forward, spin your left inner thigh up. And you tuck your left toes, walk your left knee back and back. And if the right hip now become very high, take the block under the right hip. Right. And don't rush to go forward. We may stay back here a moment. So what we do here, we let the lower body have room. Right, just come down. So allow your hip heavy. And yes, if your hands too far away from the mat, you can use a block, or you can come up to the fingertip to lift the chest up. Feel the front of your left hip, that our hip flexor. Just let the moment stay here. Let it be. Let it be. I know it's a lot to sit upright. Come forward sometimes easier than sit upright, because need a lot of the back bend. So if the back tight is, it's not easy at all. Let's do a few more cycles of the breath here. And flexible body, you may walk your right foot forward. Right, same thing, if you have a lot of external rotation, mobility, you can walk the right foot forward. Some of us need to walk the right foot back. And when you're ready, keep the hip stay heavy. Walk your hand forward. And you may stay on the hands a while to continue keep the hip heavy. Or when you're ready, forearm down. Or some of us may even have the forehead all the way down. And just let it be here. Just let it be. Feel into your right side of the head. Every exhale allows your hip heavier. And as normal, we often to do a lot, right? We move, and do things for others. It's time right now just for yourself. You run around, take care of people. And you may even not run around, you will say, no, I need to reply the email right away. You don't. You can. Everything can wait. If you feel enough here, you stay right here, or if you're on your forearm, very slowly keep your left side of the hip stay heavy. You walk your forearm to your right side, right, to the right, just angle to the right. So feel your left side of the body. And if we're on the right side, take your time, walk your hand back. And you come up. You find your way to Child Pose or Down Facing Dog. If you're at Child Pose, we will stay there a while, right? Or you say no and go Down Dog, feel free to. Just feel on your right and left. If we are down dog, bring your knee down to the mat, Child Pose, put it back to the heel. You may bring your hand by the side. Walk your hand forward and let go to side two of pigeons. And same thing, you may just do the figure four, or we bring left knee forward. Your left knee forward, tuck your right toes and walk your right knee back. Walk back and do slow and slow. Use your arm as much as you need to find your pose. Spin your left hip back and right hip forward. Spin your right inner thigh up to the ceiling. And just take a moment here. Stay right here. Feel the front of the right hip. And we have to go down a little bit, we can. You have more room, so slowly your hip is heavier, you may have more room, you walk your right leg back more, right, to find more room for the front of the right hip. And when you're ready, come forward. forward. And you stay right here for the hips stay square. Upper body stay forward, or you may walk your forearm to your left, to the left. Gonna keep the hips stay square. And any discomfort, or we back out. And if we on one side, if we on the left, we walk the forearm back to center. And let's just come up. And we shift the weight to left hip. Yes, it's okay. Whatever work for you, you may go down dog, you may just swing the right leg forward. And we come to the front of the mat. Find your back, so you lay down on your back. Lay all the way down. Have your knee bent. And bring your arm out to the side. And now you will stack your right knee over your left knee. Right knee over left knee. And some are just stay here. Feel free to have knee next to knee as well, right? Or knee over knee. Some of us maybe even double cross the right foot around left shin. We move the buttock to the right and then drop both knee over to your left. We will stay here a while, so don't go too far. Take a moment. You may walk your arm down a little, like a small T instead of high T, right down to the small T. Let it be. Do 3 more cycles of the breath. Slowly we bring both knee back and do the leg. If your hip on one side, you move back to center and just take a moment here. Heel toe your feet out wide and the knee wide. We do windshield wiper again, just very gentle. We don't have to go deep at all here. Side to side windshield wiper. One side and the other. And when we're ready, we prepare for the other side, right? So you will stack left knee over the right knee. Someone's double cross the left foot around the right shin. We move the buttock to the left. Lift your knee up a little bit so we not extend the lower back, right? Bring the knee up and then drop both knee over to the right side. Let it be. And when you're ready, slowly we bring the knee back. Align your spine with the mat. You can knock your knee into the midline. Let's do one more. Go happy baby. So bring the sole of the feet up to the ceiling. Bend your knee. And the knees is open wide. You can grab the back of the legs. We want the buttocks stay down, right? You can maybe just stay right here and let the upper body heavy. Or someone may walk the hand up to the ankle or outside of the feet. Sometimes we go too far and our buttocks come up, right? We want to have the buttock down, so we may rather have the hands at the back of the leg. And instead we muscular the arm or the muscle, just let it go. Let it be here. And very slowly we release. Find your last pose is Savasana. you have anything, cover your eyes. You may have the blanket over your body. It's the last and most important pose. And it's the hardest pose. Allows your feet, your toes and ankles relax. Relax your knees, calf muscle, your thighs muscles, pelvis, buttocks muscles. Relax your belly, rib cage, chest, upper back. Back your shoulder, your arms, your hands and fingers. The neck relax, chin, the jaw, lips is barely touched. Face muscle. Relax the point between your eyebrows. Let's go your head, your scalp. Let's go every tension, every cell, every muscles. Melt down to the mat. From time to time, repeat yourself. I am relaxing. My body is relaxed. Is this your home's practice? If you have time, feel free to stay here. Continue to stay here as long as you wish. Now bring movement to your toes and fingers. Deep in your breath. You circle your wrists and ankles around. Slide your head side to side. And draw one knees at a time. We hug into the chest. Roll over to one side. And when you're ready, use your hands to support. Come to sitting. Join your hands together at the heart center. Mind and body practice. Stay soft. Maintain the sweetness. Don't let the world change you. We bow the head down to the earth. Together we say Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, my son and my husband Jace, for joining me. And thank you all here for joining me. And Hadu, yes. Any question, any suggestion, I would love to have any feedback. And again, I will, since we have a long schedule until May 30, or May 30th, is it? So hope that we can come back to the mat and practice yin yoga. Is this type of yoga on Friday afternoon. So we can rinse out all the tightness, the stuff on during the week. And then Saturday we do challenge practice, which is flow yoga. So come again tomorrow at 8 in the morning, California time. I know my friend, my family in Vietnam, I love you all. So hope you can check back later, right? And practice later. And this type of practice many times if we can. And love you, Tajana. Miss you so much. Thank you, Chris. Susan, I'll see you here. I love it. I love it. So come back again, right? Tomorrow at 8. Any suggestion in